Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be fixing the Dirt Devil Easy Steam Express 2. This particular model seems to be working okay, with the exception it's not producing any steam out of the bottom. This model version is the DDSTM1500. So when I plug this in, it all turns on, the light comes on green when it's filled up with water, and I can do the switch and I can hear the pump, but it's not as loud as what it would normally pump. It's a kind of a softer, subtle sound in the pump, and only a little bit of steam comes out at the start. Then there's no more steam really coming out of the bottom. So far I've filled this up with half water, half CLR, and let it soak overnight. I turned it on the next day, and the same thing, a little bit of steam came out when it first turned on, and a bit of gunk came out of the bottom. So maybe the CLR did something to the internal components in this, but still it's not producing the amount of steam that it should be, and it's not enough steam to be able to clean my carpets or do any of the tiles in the house. Now I have pulled apart this base plate here, undoing these Phillip head screws, removing the top layer of the plastic, which then enabled me to get to the nozzle, which is inside here, which is basically a rubber nozzle which is connected to a hose, which then runs up inside the unit to the pump and the heating elements, and then through the tank and everything like that. So by undoing the bottom here, I was able to just check this nozzle to make sure it was clean and not gunked up, so I know that it is not the nozzle. And when I had it turned on to try and see if it's working or not, I could feel that the unit was warming up, and I knew that the heating elements were working fine. It was just the pump. It wasn't sounding like it should be sounding. It was still going tick, 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 but it was very quiet and not producing any steam. So the next step for this is to pull it apart and see what's going on inside. I don't work for this company. I'm not a professional electrician or anything like that. So if you do follow this tutorial to fix your steam cleaning products at home, I'm not liable or anything. It's your own fault if you break it. Right, so let's get to pulling this apart. So what you'll need is a Phillips head screwdriver to be able to undo all of these screws. But before you do that, make sure the unit is unplugged from the wall. It's cooled down if it was hot at all, so you don't want to risk getting any water on you and burning you. And also make sure that the reservoir tank is empty. You do that by unscrewing the cap and tipping it out upside down to make sure all of the water is out of the unit. So we just go ahead and unscrew all of these screws to get them all out to remove this back cover. Now I've removed all of these 8 screws, so 2, 4, 6, 8 from this unit here. Now I can try and pry apart the 2 sides and get it undone. This is the tank. This is the heating element in here, because if I touch that it's very hot. And this is the pump. Now these are all of the tubes that are in this insulated wrap, and you've got wires and things like that in the other side. Now for my one, I think that the heating element is fine because that is very hot. And the pump is making a sound, but it's just not producing much steam. So it goes into that one underneath there, it goes underneath the heater element and comes out here and into the pump, and then from the pump comes out through here into the heater element. Now I want to make sure that the pump is working, so I'm going to disconnect this hose here and put that to a side, put some water in this and see if the water can come out of this hose into a container. Now be careful if you're doing this to not get any water on any of the electrical components or anything in there, so make sure this tube is well clear. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in here. And I've just put it down here on the ground and plugged it in. Now once again, don't touch anything electronic, you could kill yourself. So what I'm going to do is turn this on beforehand, so I don't have to go near that, and then I can just turn this on. Let me go around here. Okay, you can hear that pump. Let me just put the microphone next to it. Doesn't sound very loud, and there's no steam coming out at all. So let's move on to phase 2 with disconnecting this pipe to see if water comes out of it. So I think the reason this exploded off of the heater element down here was because the water was getting pumped into this, but it couldn't go anywhere because I've just disconnected this hose, which goes down to the actual head of the steam mop, and I've looked in here, and as you can see, it is completely chockers with crud. So let's try and clean that out. So what I've done is I've used this screwdriver attachment on my Leatherman. It's a small little flathead, and I've just put it in here and I've spun it around a lot of times and cleared out as much of that crud from what I could see in that hole there. So it was absolutely filled up. It was just like sand really, and you can see all of this dirt here that has come out of it by scraping it and giving it a bit of a bang. Now, this is all being dried out. I think it's pretty good, but I've disconnected these two hoses. This one, for when it blew off the machine, has just basically just split here, and the rubber hose is on that. So what I'm going to do is test if this pump works. I think it does. I wouldn't have built up that much pressure if it doesn't work. And then if that works, cut that end and reattach it to here, and then see if water can come out of this nozzle when I've reattached it to this. Now, if that doesn't work, then this is going in the bin. Now, as an extra layer of protection, I've got another surge protector, and I'm not going anywhere near this and touching the electronics or anything like that when it's exposed. So this will just stay on the on position, and I'm going to clean up all of the water on the floor here and step back when I switch it on. Okay, so it's switched on. It's not on the wall, that's turned off. And that pipe from the pump is coming out into here. So, fingers crossed, otherwise I've got to yank the plug out. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. That means the water pump is working. And look at all that dirt coming out of it. So that's coming out now. That's good. That's what you'd expect the pump to be doing. So the pump works. It was just built up in that other part of it. So let's switch that off. Yeah, look at that goop. Alright, so let's reattach it to there. See if we can get some water coming out of that nozzle. Alright, let's just take that off. Now I have to take this off, and I'll have a look at the pipe in there to see if that's blocked as well. That doesn't look like it's clogged up, so that's good news. So that just means that the out of here was clogged up. But, you know, that's really opened up now. Still a little bit more crud in that. But hopefully, if this all works and comes out of that, then we can get all that gunk to come out by using some CLR. So this pipe is a little bit longer than what it needed to be. So that's good. I can cut off the end of that to make it straight, and then re-put it on there and put the metal clip around it. So I just used a pair of scissors and cut that straight on the end of that pipe. Now I'm just going to use some scissors to cut off these extra bits here. And now I'm going to put this ring back over this and then plug it back onto the heater. I pushed the pipe on first, got it on there snug, used the pliers to clamp that down and slide it back over. So it's on there. I can feel the edge of the heater pipe thing, and I can't pull this out. So that looks like it's good. Now I want to see if this works. So I've just propped this on the pizza box, so if I get water and steam everywhere, it's not going to be too much of a problem. And I've just lined up that hose outlet there to spray into there. Now I'm assuming if all goes well, the pump will pump the water into the heater element, and then I'll get a lot of steam just coming out of that hole. If that's the case, then I'll be good to turn this off and plug in that other pipe and see if the pipe is clogged at all to get it down to the actual head of the mop down there. Well, I can see steam coming out of somewhere. Hopefully it's in the right spot. Yes, steam is coming out of that hole. That's good. Let's turn that off, because we don't want to get too much steam building up on those electrical components. Well, any steam, I should say. Alright, so that's good news. Once that's cooled down a bit, I can then plug this pipe in. There's actually like another internal metal tube in that as well. It looks maybe a little bit clogged up. So I might just try and scrape some of that debris away before inserting it over the top of that. So just gave that a quick scrape. Nothing really came off of that. What I think it is a spiral spring inside that to stop it from collapsing if it gets too hot. So I'm going to just reinsert this over the top. So that spiral spring thing doesn't start until a little bit inside that. So I don't think it's supposed to be too much of an effect as it goes over that. So the plastic rubbery tube goes over the top, and then that spiral stuff in there is where the steam will go through from the hole. Right. So I fumbled my way and got it on there, but I think with the pliers pushing the pipe on, I broke some of that insulation beading stuff, whatever you'd call it, braid, sorry, not beading. But then I got this clamp over the top, and it seems to be hooked up. So now I want to run that again with the steam coming out of the bottom here to make sure that this pipe is not clogged up as well. So back on the testing platform. I just popped it up here so the steam nozzle is just under there, so we should be able to see the steam coming out, hopefully, if all goes well, and I haven't electrocuted myself. Okay, she's back on. You can hear the pump. Oh, I can hear steam. See the steam too. Please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Okay, I think maybe the steam's going in the pizza box, but right. Steam is coming out as well as all of this gunk. So I'm just gonna let that. Oh, I've got a red light now. What does that mean? I think maybe more water's low. There we go. Back on. Because I had the CLR and water in the pump and everything, having it sitting in there overnight, so it's probably still got some residue in there, and it's just getting all of that gunk out. So what I'm going to do is put some more CLR into the tank, so 50% CLR, 50% water, and try and get some more of this gunk to come out of it. Obviously this is all working now, and I want to reduce the chance of me dying through to electrical hazards, so I'm going to put the cover back on before I fill this up and let it sit to try and flush and steam out all of the gunk. So just popping that together, make sure that the switch is lined up and not hanging out weird, and that's just clamped together with its own sort of friction. Seems to be good, and time to put in the screws. Now I've noticed all of the screws are the exact same size, so it doesn't matter where you put them. Alright, all screwed back together. Time for it to steam clean itself. So this isn't urine, it's 50% CLR and 50% water. So this is what I put in there before, and I filled up the reservoir completely full with it, but when that didn't work, I tipped it all out, but I saved a little bit in that cup, so I'll just put that little bit in there. So it's just let that mix up a bit. So it's not full all of the way, but you could probably do it all of the way if you wanted. I'm just going to prop this up on this table to get it to steam out. Now with CLR, try not to get it onto the grout in your tiles, because it can degrade the grout and eat it away. So I'm just doing it on the actual tile itself, and then I'll be able to clean that up with some paper towel afterwards. But just to show you, that's the crud that came out of it after a couple of 20 seconds or so of it being on. So I can only imagine what else is going to come out of this thing. Maybe some gold, who knows. Right, so I switched it back on. Oh, it's got a red light. What's that mean? There we go, a bit of a shake, should be right. Okay, time for it to steam up again. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, that's incredible. Hasn't been like that since it was new. Oh, look at all of that. Wow, it's coming out like a jet plane exhaust. Wow, that's incredible. Let me just put that over the top of this so you can see the steam that's coming out of this thing. Yes. This is amazing. Has not produced that steam in years. I've had this for, I don't know, 10 years maybe now. And I was going to throw it out, but this has 100% worked. Look at that. It is flushing it through the system. It is getting all of the good stuff into the system and punching all of the bad stuff out. So that's incredible. Look at all of that gunk. Wow. I'll be able to steam clean anything with this now. Wow. That is crazy good. That has 100% fixed my Dirt Devil. Now, I reckon you could probably do this yourself, but just be careful if you're not too sure what you're doing. I know that this works for my scenario, so I'll just explain it again in case you skipped it at the start. What was wrong with mine was steam was coming out, but only very minusculely, and then eventually just stopped. I ran it through with CLR, didn't fix it, but I could hear the pump in there going tick, 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 and when I was holding it here, it was getting hot. So I knew everything was working. There was just something stuck in the system, whether it was the pump not optimally pumping water through or a blockage in the nozzle. So I fixed the nozzle by cleaning it out from the heater element that goes out to here, and it's running like a dream. It is punching out all of that CLR and water. My house stinks like a laboratory, and I'm about to die of fumes, no doubt, but this is working. This is 100% working, and I haven't killed myself. I've been able to breathe some new life into my steam mop. So I'm going to breathe some new life into my lungs and open up my windows and let this steam all of that stuff out and then clean everything up. So as usual, please comment if this has helped you out. Hit that like button and subscribe as well. You don't have to watch my other videos, but on YouTube, if you're subscribed onto a channel, it boosts that channel's viewability to other people that want to try and do the same thing like you have just done now and fix your own steam mop. Alright, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters!